Hello everyone, welcome to Business Talks with Deniz. Today I am pleased to have Dr. Freeman, Associate Professor of Economics and Business. And today we will be talking about ethics violations in the business world and particularly the recent Volkswagen emissions cheating scandal. And just a few decades ago, the nation of business ethics has been less scrutinized. In today's business world, unethical and illegal corporate behaviors are becoming more and more common. Some of these practices are regarded as simply the price of staying competitive in the marketplace. In the light of growing demand for ethical corporate behavior, it's getting harder for companies to get away with their unethical practices. So, welcome to Business Talks with Deniz, Dr. Aina.
Hi, Deinz.
Before start our conversation, let me give you a quick snapshot of what is Volkswagen being accused of. The German car marker has been found to have falsified U.S. pollution tests, approximately 500,000 diesel cars. The company is recalling 500,000 cars in the US, and the total number of cars to be recalled is 11 million units.
Million.
Sorry, yeah, 11 million units. With the
Globally.
Volkswagen, yeah. With the Volkswagen case, the question is not about, I think, what happened. We follow the headlines and we know what was the issue about. And the question, I guess, would be how come such big companies as Volkswagen get themselves involved into unlawful and unethical business practices? I mean, can it be explained solely by chasing profits and increasing competitiveness? What do you think,
I'm
Dr.
not
Aina?
sure that it's explained solely by that, but this is not the first scandal that Volkswagen has been involved in. A mere 10 years ago, which sounds like it not very long, Volkswagen was involved in a scandal that included sex, bribes, corruption. Um, there were kickbacks to and from government officials and payoffs to labor officials. There were court cases and people were sentenced in 2008. At that time, Volkswagen said that they were leaving their old corporate Germany behind and moving into the digital age, moving forward. That was portrayed in 2012, 2013. Volkswagen won the award from the World Forum for Ethics for Sustainability and Corporate Social Responsibility. In 2015, September, less than a month before the scandal broke, Volkswagen led the Dow Jones Sustainability Index in the automotive sector. So it's not necessarily the drive for profits. There is much more to it. I think that there's prestige. I think there's national pride. I think that there's a lot of other things that are in fact included within this.
Exactly.
And I don't think that it is solely based on a oops. I really don't.
Okay, yeah, I totally agree with you. And the other thing is that this scandal has accurate. I mean, what's the future for the company, and what steps should be taken to regain reputation? Because this scandal is not just about Volkswagen; it's about Germany, it's about Europe. Uh, what's Volkswagen's or this kind of company's future? What do you think?
Well, Volkswagen has a lot that they have to do to gain back credibility. A scandal in Europe tends to have farther reaching repercussions
Mm-hmm.
than scandals in North America, it seems. And because this is global, it is going to be much harder for them to, in fact, come back from this. Um, there is, of course, the finger pointing. There was a new factory set up in the United States in 2011, but the fact that it's all diesel and all diesel cars that are being found. As a matter of fact, there's 2.8 million of the vehicles in Germany, 1.2 million in the UK, nearly a million in France, and almost 700,000 in Spain. So it's not a national problem, it's much more of an international problem that has
Exactly.
been created by one company. But I'm not sure that it's only one company.
Because I read some articles about Volkswagen before this conversation. Just for US, I think they are going to pay $19 billion plus 4.6 $1 billion for customers just in the US.
Yep.
These are huge numbers. I mean, how can pay a company? Is it possible? What do you think?
Well, I think that the money is going to come out of the consumer's pocket. Volkswagen doesn't print money, they don't have a private bank. The only way that they get money is by selling cars. So this is going to be paid for by future Volkswagen owners. And if Volkswagen owners go to a different car manufacturer, if Volkswagen it's lost a third of its market share just since the scandal broke. If that continues, Volkswagen may not be able to survive this. It may cause serious rifts, and if it does, Volkswagen is a leader in Germany and in Europe. What's going to happen to the European economy? Is this going to be another General Motors and Chrysler in the United States, but in Europe?
And the thing is that, Dr. Aina, I really don't understand. Volkswagen in Germany is such a great, has really great name about cars. German engineering, German cars. How can Volkswagen take this kind of risk? Because we are talking huge numbers, right? How can how is it possible this kind of risk?
I think it comes from greed at the top, because Volkswagen has a great code of ethics. I have it here, and it's 18 pages long. It's a great code of ethics, but if you go through the code of ethics, they have in fact broken multiple of their own ethical standards. But I'm not sure that it's all of Volkswagen. I think it's just a select few. The unfortunate thing is this was actually noted by, I think, a West Virginian firm a year ago, and Volkswagen has denied it until it came forward such that it couldn't be denied, which was mid-September this year.
So how about the other companies and Japanese companies and American companies? I mean, my question is that what are the implications of current ethical scandal for other businesses?
I think people are going to be much more aware of it, and people are going to pay attention to it. However, at least in America, people's attention span doesn't seem to be very long, so how long it's going to impact Volkswagen, I'm not sure. In Europe, people are going to pay attention, and it's going to have longer ranging implications. So it will be interesting to watch what happens to Europe, or to Volkswagen, as it goes through the period of rehabilitating the motors, and rehabilitating its reputation. I don't think anyone can really accurately predict it, but I think that it's going to be very interesting to watch.
You know what I am thinking, Dr. Aynam, about my country, Turkish automobile component exporters are going to benefit as a supplier, I think, because Turkish lira doing not financial well. I mean, value of the lira is going down, and in Turkey, Turkish laws are not strict. You know, maybe Turkey can get some benefits about from this situation. What do you think?
I think the suppliers for Volkswagen are
Mhm.
going to be suffering, which is going to lead to layoffs. There are probably going to be firms that are fired, so it leaves the door open for companies such as those in Turkey that manufacture automobile components to sell these to Volkswagen, and knowing that this is a global standard, those organizations, those companies are certainly going to follow the rules and regulations much stronger because they want a lifetime uh, employment relationship or business relationship with Volkswagen. So, you know, and if you get a good relationship with one car manufacturer, you're more likely to spread that around to other car manufacturers. So, the good that comes out of this is it's certainly going to open markets
Mm-hmm.
for countries such as Turkey, where the manufacturing of automobile components is already occurring.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Netamen, for your sharing knowledge and expertise with us today. It was great pleasure to have you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Today we talk about Volkswagen Emissions Cheating Scandal with Dr. Aina Freeman. I think it was really useful conversation. And finally, I believe that education should expand the mind and free spirit. I hope through done both this interview we have. See you next week.